Hello, good day viewers. Still on NECO 2024 Mathematics Examination Objective Questions. Today we are going to begin with question number 6 down to question number 10. And here is question number 6, which reads, a man with an annual salary of 1,300,000 naira is to pay an income tax of 22%. Calculate his tax if his allowance amounts to 137,000 naira. All right. Remember that allowances are not taxable, so we have to subtract them from the annual salary. So we say that the taxable income is equal to the annual salary minus the allowances. This will be equal to 1.3 million minus 137,000, and this is equal to 1,163,000. So this is what is taxable. So to find the tax paid, tax will be equal to 22% according to the question of this amount 1,163,000. This will be 22 divided by 100 multiplied by 1.163. So just use your calculator, divide 22 by 100, whatever you get you multiply by this, and that will give us 255,860 naira. So this is what he's going to pay as tax. Now let us move on to question number 7. Question number 7 reads, a wire of length 25 centimeter was measured by a student to be 24.4, meaning this is the actual length of the wire, but the student mistakenly measured it as 24.4, meaning it has reduced. We're asked to find the percentage error. So remember that percentage error is equal to the absolute measure, divided by the actual measure, multiplied by 100%. So what is absolute measure is just the difference between the two measurements. We have 25 minus 24.4, then divide by the actual measure, which is 25, then you multiply by 100%. So 25 minus 24.4 will give us 0.6 divided by 25 multiplied by 100%. So you can take your calculator, divide this number, whatever you get you multiply by 100. So once you divide this, you're going to get 0.024, then you multiply by 100. That will give us 2.4%. So this is the percentage error. Remember, this is an objective question, but suppose it is theory question, you have to make a conclusion that we have what 2.4% decrease. This is decrease because remember that the actual measure is 25, which is more than the wrong estimate, 24.4. Let us move on to question number 8. Question number 8 reads, how many years will 12,000 naira saved in a bank amount to 12,960 at 2% per annum simple interest? Okay, remember that simple interest is equal to the principal amount multiplied by the rate multiplied by the time, but the amount is equal to the principal amount plus the interest. So since we are looking for the number of years t here, right, I think we can make I here the subject, then we plug it here to the left of this equation. So from here you can see that I is equal to A minus P. So we can simply take this and plug it here. Remember, you are dealing with objective questions, so it is not necessary that you have to show all workings. So instead of this I, we are going to replace it with A minus P. So A minus P is equal to principal times rate times time. And finally, since we are looking for T, we divide both sides by PR. Therefore, T is equal to A minus P divided by PR. So let us plug everything. The time we are looking for is equal to the amount, which is 12,960. That is the amount according to the question. 12,960 minus the principal amount. The principal amount is 12,000, so we have 12,000 right here. Divide by the principal amount again, which is 12,000. Multiply by the rate. What is the rate? According to the question, is what? 2%. And what is 2%? 0.02. 0.02. This is equal to the top. 12,960 minus 12,000 will be 960. Divide by what will be 12,000 times 0.02. That is 240. 240. And once you divide, you're going to get 4 exactly. So 4 years. So after 4 years. And that's just the solution to this problem. Now let us move on to question number 9. Question number 9, we are asked to rationalize this. What does this mean? It means that we should make the denominator to be a rational number, because root 2 plus root 3 is irrational. So how can we make it rational? By multiplying the top and the bottom by the conjugate of the bottom. The conjugate of the bottom will be root 2 minus root 3. Just a difference of sign, because this is plus, we have to use minus. So we say that 5 divided by root 2 plus root 5, okay, root 3, sorry. You multiply the top by root 2 minus root 3. You do the same thing to the bottom, root 2 minus root 3. You see that this is exactly equal to 1. So multiplying whatever by 1 will not change it. Okay? So this is equal to, you take 5, you multiply by this. That will give us 5 root 2 minus 5 multiplied by root 3 will be 5 root 3, right? And the bottom will be just a difference of 2 squares. We are multiplying these 2 terms, and they only have a difference of sign. Therefore, we say it is difference of 2 squares. So remember, if you have a minus b multiplied by a plus b, this is equal to a squared minus b squared, difference of 2 squares. So we are going to apply the same principle here. We have root 2 squared minus root 3 also squared. This is equal to 5 root 2 minus 5 root 3 divided by root 2 squared is 2 minus root 3 squared is 3. This is equal to 5 root 2 minus 5 root 3 divided by negative 1. And this negative 1 will affect these 2 times. So it will be negative 5 root 2 minus and minus will be plus, right? We have plus 5 root 3. And we can switch them as what? 5 root 3 minus 5 root 2. If you like, you can factor out the 5 because we have a common factor of 5, but it's not necessary. But let me just do that. It will be equal to 5 multiplied by root 3 minus root 2, all the same. So this is the simplified version or the rationalized version of 5 divided by root 2 plus root 3. Now let us move on to question number 10. All right, here is question number 10, which reads, in a class of 80 students, mark this number. It is the universal set. That is the total number of students. Every student studies mathematics or geography or both. If 65 students study mathematics and 60 students study geography, we asked to find the number of students that study both subjects. All right. Since we are looking for the both, it is unknown, right? So I would like to declare it with x. Let the number of students that study both subject be x. All right. Then 3 statements we are going to make here. The number of students that study mathematics only will be equal to 65 minus x. Then lastly, the number of students that studied geography only will be equal to 60 minus x. Can you see that? Then total number of students, total, will be equal to, we have x, that is for the both, you see that here, then plus 65 minus x, then lastly 60 minus x. This is the total number of students. This is equal to, this will cancel this because x minus x is 0. This plus this is 125 minus x. 125 minus x. So this is the total number of students. But remember, according to the question, it stated that the number of students is what? 80. So we are going to equate this to be equal to 80. All right. You take x to the left, you take 80 to the other side. We have, as negative x crosses to the left, it becomes positive, equals 125. As 80 crosses over, it becomes 80 negative. Then 125 minus 80 is 45. Therefore, x is equal to 45. So what is this x? Remember, x is the number of students that studied what? Both mathematics and geography. And you are dealing with objective questions. Just look through the options where we have 25 or 45 students. And this is the solution to problem number 10. In our next tutorial, we are going to begin with question number 11 down to 15. Thank you for watching. Do share to your learning colleagues and don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel for more exciting videos. Bye-bye.